we're recording on here too. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Mess Hall Podcast.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. I hope you've been enjoying our summer farmers market tours so far this year.
Because we have more.
We definitely have more. I think we...
Like it or lump it.
Yeah. We went to Edmonton this weekend for a little road trip, and we... Hey, everybody. I hope you are still with us. We had a little technical difficulties there. The internet went down in the house.
And then our dog ate some things. But yeah, so we don't know where we cut off or what happened, but we went to Edmonton. It was fun. We picked some stuff up from the farmer's market, and then our internet went down. I blame Edmonton.
Yeah, it's all Edmonton's fault. It's all downhill from here. So yeah, shall we start this episode off again? If you're still with us, I hope.
Let us know if you're still here. Let us know if we're still there. Yeah, so we're going to start with an Edmonton specialty, green onion cakes from the Green Onion Cake Man. So green onion cakes were introduced to Edmontonians by Siu To when he opened up the first Northern Chinese restaurant in Edmonton in 1978. Unlike food from Southern China, Northern Chinese cuisine focuses more on bread than rice. So then he started bringing these green onion cakes to festivals, and in the 80s in Edmonton became popular. And there's actually a movement to make it the official dish of Edmonton. So in my research of green onion cakes, I don't know who's had them. I've made them, and you kind of roll it and then flatten it out as a pancake, and there's lots of recipes out there. Even he gives his recipe. I guess he got 6. Mr. Toe, too. So he gave his recipe to everyone. He does cooking demonstrations. But anyway, in my research, I came across was pizza invented by Chinese. And one of the stories goes that Marco Polo brought a green onion pancake back to Italy, and then they start putting the filling on top and put cheese. But pizza was around for 250 years before Marco Polo was even born. So let's give it a try.
Yeah, I'm looking. You want to cut it?
No, because I can't reach. I have little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. Yeah, so the ones we got were toaster ready. We just dunked it in the toaster.
So I was excited for this because I've listened to a podcast that was on the Alberta Podcast Network, and they talked about the Green Onion Cake Man. So when I first saw these, I was really excited. So I'm glad that we got it, because I think it is a part of Edmonton and what Edmonton is sort of known for, maybe. So like I said, I was very glad I saw this and glad we got it. So I'm going to give it a try now. I'm running a little solo here.
I was enjoying it so much, I just had to leave and just let it, just to savor it. It's really good.
It is good.
Better than my homemade ones, I think.
I think dunking these in some wonton soup would be amazing. Yeah.
The suggestion, I think, is a sambal dip.
Oh, okay.
Which would also be really good.
Be really good.
Spice. We like spice. So I don't usually finish. We just eat little bites. He gave me half. I'm finishing it.
Yeah, it's so good. You should try. I think you should have a whole thing. So
yeah, and if you can't get to Edmonton, look up his recipe. I don't think it's the same. So then
you get to eat food.
So yeah, we're gonna try dumplings.
You guys get to eat food?
So Russell wants to know why we get to eat and he doesn't, but it's because it's his bedtime. So hold on. No, he can't have that. So yeah, so we don't have any dumplings. Our dog ate them. Were they good, Buster? Give us your opinion. He looks like he thinks they were good.
They did look good.
Yeah.
But we still have some. Maybe we'll cook them up for the next episode and go from there. But
yeah, they were smoky corn dumplings. Yeah, and
I can't have any food.
So good. So the next thing we're going to move to is stroopwafel. I'll talk.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm saying this word correctly. Just excuse us. So we're all thrown off without those dumplings. I was looking forward to those all day. So we have stroopwafel, which are Dutch wafer cookies, and they take 2 and sandwich caramel normally filling in between them, and they're from the Gouda region from the early 1800s. So I guess bakers would repurpose scraps from waffles and the crumbs and mix them with syrup and put it in a waffle in the waffle iron. But I mean, waffles were from Belgium. So, and we got ours from the Dutch Girl Sweets and Cakery, which cakery is a fun word. This is the first time I ever heard the word cakery, and I love it. And they are known for their vegan and gluten-free treats. So I don't think stroopwafel themselves are often gluten-free and vegan, but these ones are. And we have caramel and chocolate. I got the unicorn pack because it had both. It just says unicorn because of that. There's no unicorns harmed in the making of these stroopwafels. I mean, they didn't tell me that. I just assumed that. Oh, look, everyone's here tonight. Here's Ava. So, I thought the filling was chocolate, but the waffle itself
I thought it was like
chocolate and the caramel in the middle. So,
okay, when I saw them, I thought it was just like a chocolate topping.
All right. Anyone want to vote? Are we going to have the vanilla or the chocolate? Avery gets a vote. He chose chocolate.
Oh, I was thinking both.
I'm all right with that. I always want to try stroopwafel. I've never tried it. Oh, and it's chocolate. Actually, I can't tell if this is caramel or chocolate. No, it's caramel, I think. It's like cinnamon in there or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe cloves.
Like cinnamon sugar almost.
And I do love cinnamon and chocolate together. I don't know why he passed me such a big piece. I'm enjoying it, but
not that it's bad, but I think the chocolate one was better.
Yeah, and it was definitely because of the cinnamon.
Yeah. Like I said, that one was good, but the chocolate was way better.
I wish we tried the vanilla first.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I always feel when I eat cookies that I should go, cookie, and shove them all in my mouth. But yeah, so I'd like to compare them to ones that aren't gluten-free, but I didn't miss the gluten.
I don't even think for a gluten-free product, I didn't even think about it being gluten-free. It was just really good.
Yeah, and I didn't even know till tonight it was gluten-free. I just saw them and I'm like, I need these. This display, they had all these cakes. They had a smoked butterscotch cake. I believe that was the same booth at the Strathcona Market. We saw them somewhere else, but they also had an edible cookie dough in a little tub. Also looked good. It was a hard decision.
I know, because you talked about that for a while.
I know. And then even though we saw them, we should have went to the other one when we saw them. It was like a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So talking about vegan and gluten-free, we have vegan cheese. We have buffalo mozzarella. It's spelled a different way, but it's from For the Love of Cheese from the Vegan Cheesery, or For the Love of Cheese, which is a vegan cheesery. Cheesery up there with cakery. I think I like cheesery better. I don't know. They're both pretty fun words. So mozzarella comes from the word for cutting by hand, but I feel like I might be using this term kind of wrong, but mozzarella was given a PDO indicator, which means protected designation of origin. So like Gouda, where the stroopwafels came from, but Gouda cheese, things like Gorgonzola, cognac, champagne, Melton Mowbray, pork pies also, like it's protected by their geographical region. And
so is that like champagne or Dijon mustard?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just indicates a geographical and traditional specialty. So this mozzarella is made with almond milk. Yeah, and milk spelled with a Y, I guess, because it's not real milk. So it looks delicious. Looks kind of like bocconcini. Oh. And Avery will put it next to the camera with his.
So I did cut them up a little bit.
Yeah, just for
Yeah, so we didn't have to eat a whole block, but then I cut 2 of them up, 1 each.
Yeah. We have 4 pieces.
The thing that really surprised me, though, when I reached in the bag to get them, it's in a brine, but it wasn't so like a slimy brine.
Do you find feta slimy?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
It's so
bocconcini.
creamy. Yeah, bocconcini brine is. That's so creamy.
Mm.
That would melt so nicely on a pizza. Yeah. I want to just drizzle some balsamic on that and have some. I got some nice grape tomatoes, the yellow and red ones from the farmer's market.
Yeah, it was. It was really smooth. The texture was. I didn't know what to expect, but it's definitely a different texture than your traditional mozzarella. It's not as firm, but it's still
creamier,
yeah,
almost like a goat cheese creamy. Not
yeah,
a little firmer than that though.
yeah. But I thought it was great. The flavor
Yeah.
was pretty good. The texture, again, I think that would be really good in a grilled cheese. Like,
Yeah. I think vegan cheeses have come a long way since like soy cheese that I couldn't even try when we tried it for my son a couple of years, like 10 years ago, maybe more, and it just disgusted me. The smell, the feel, the way it didn't melt. And I think maybe nut cheese is the way to go. They also make a coconut. I think it might be Gouda, so coconut milk. So that one would be nut free. But I'm impressed and wondering what it would be like on a green onion pancake.
Yeah, me too. Especially melted.
Yeah. Right out of the toaster. Because we got the ones that went in the toaster. I think I said that, but yeah. So the next thing we have are marshmallows. Also, these ones from the Little Mallow Company. They're peanut-free, gluten-free, yet again, made by hand with locally sourced honey and real fruit puree. I talked to the woman who makes them, Julie Sindrick, and she was just so sweet. We got 3 different kinds. We got bubblegum, lavender Earl Grey, and raspberry. And she threw extra samples in. I tried a passion fruit one. I was on the fence between passion fruit and raspberry. And she was just really sweet. I felt bad. She really wanted to talk a lot about her product. And then it was just at a time I had to go. Russell had kind of a meltdown. We just had to I had to keep it going. And I could have talked to her about her marshmallows all day. So marshmallows were first said to be made by ancient Egyptians as far back as 2000 BC. But they used the root of the marshmallow plant, and they would boil it down and mash it with honey, and it would help soothe a sore throat. And they strained it. And then in the 1800s, French candy store owners would whip up the root and with sugar and egg whites and water, and then put them in molds. But then they started using starch to speed up the drying time. And then after a while, instead of root, they used gelatin. There's no actual marshmallow in them anymore. So I did try the passion fruit one. It was delicious, and I can't wait to try them all. The lavender Earl Grey. Earl Grey is one of my favorite flavors. But then these raspberry ones were so pink and so beautiful and made with real fruit puree.
They're so soft. They're like a pillowy marshmallow.
They're not like what you buy at a store. Yeah, you can taste that raspberry. A little bit sour.
You can feel that difference. It's so fluffy.
Natural.
Yeah, it's really fluffy and nice, and
not like other marshmallows aren't, but it's even softer. But it's it's more
softer.
real. It's more real. It's not.
Yeah, it's definitely softer.
I often want to just smush marshmallows in my face, but I want to savor these. Now we have the bubble gum. So beautiful with the swirls.
That was good.
So fun. I mean, you can put them on cocoa or make s'mores or whatever, but I just want to eat them out of hand.
I think using these to make s'mores is like you just
sacrilege almost.
Because
lost.
I think it would just be overpowering the chocolate. Like you would have to have a really good chocolate, and I like Hershey's chocolate. but I think you need something more elegant, more delicate.
Yeah. Now, I think she had a s'mores marshmallow there. It was
Mhm.
hard. There were so many flavors. It was hard to decide. I kind of went, yeah. I knew right away I was getting the lavender one. And then when I saw bubble gum, I'm like, that's fun looking. This is really nice. I wish we had tried it before the bubble gum because the bubble gum is so flavorful. And this is more, no, muted sounds wrong, but it's, I don't know. I wish I had that first because I still have the bubblegum flavor in my mouth, which isn't a bad flavor, but
I don't know what kind this is. It has a little chocolate chip on top. You don't have to even bite into it to know that's like mint chocolate chip. It's so good.
I guess it wasn't green, so wow, that's nice and minty.
But not like a overly fake mint.
Oh no, I'm willing to bet it's real mint.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's refreshing. And that's
I
what
might
I
need-
want in my marshmallows, just a nice refreshness.
We should have tried the passion fruit one. I held on to these. We went Saturday to the market. I had to try one. I just had to. I couldn't even wait. I could barely wait past that day. Ooh, this one has sprinkles. So fun. I'm going to guess birthday cake. I should have looked up.
I think having that mint one
Kind of
was so refreshing that it overpowered this a little bit.
That doesn't mean it's bad. Just maybe you shouldn't
But I
eat
do
3 different kinds in a row.
Maybe we
and-
shouldn't have 5 different marshmallows all in a row.
have 5 of the same all in a row. And the packaging's just so cute, but it didn't disappoint. Sometimes when I'm so excited about something, I'm disappointed. That was fantastic. I find her. If you're in Edmonton, find her.
Yeah, I know Lisa just chimed in. My favorite treat, marshmallow. You should go to the Strathcona Farmers
Strathcona.
Mo. Yeah, I say it wrong. Go
I
there
let him know.
on Saturday. Stock up on these. You won't be disappointed. I
Yeah.
don't know if they have a lemon one.
Yeah, you can look up all the flavors, or at least some of them are on the website. That's Little Mallow Company, the Little Mallow Company, and that you can see a bunch of the flavors. I'm not even sure if they're all there, but I think there might be a place to email her. Lemon would be good too. It was.
Yeah, I think
there should be one and then it would be like lemon meringue. Oh, it kind of. I think.
Yeah, they were just so good.
Yeah, I need to try them on their own. I feel like some had a stronger flavor, so that the what I had next, I couldn't taste it as well. And that doesn't mean that they were bad. That just means I don't know. That mint was so minty though. I'm still minty.
Yeah,
I don't even know my favorite. I'm so excited right now. I don't know if I'm talking as fast as I am in my head, but
yeah.
I had a lot of sugar.
Just a little sugar there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so that was good.
Oh yeah, that bubble gum was so fun. It was kind of reminded me of bubblegum ice cream, like fun like that, but it was nice bubblegum flavor. Our dog, I would be so mad at him for eating our dumplings, but which I was so looking forward to, smoky corn and veggie dumplings, but
we still have some.
Look at them. Yeah, we have some. We'll have to let you know. Also, there were some things we got hungry that we had to eat, and we had to eat that. And so one thing, our son got coconut cotton candy from Spun Sugar.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah, because we've had flavored cotton candy on the show before,
but not as good as this. Like from grocery stores and like
this was a notch above. Like I when I say a notch above, I think I'm misquoting that.
Yeah.
I'd say several notches above.
We were disappointed by the cotton candy, not this. And there were so many flavors. Russell got to pick. So he got coconut, which I might have gotten any. Well, I might have gotten, except for they had pina colada ones. Do they have a Cosmo one?
Yeah.
They had a Pinot
Grigio?
or just was Pinot. It was red.
Oh.
It was red. So probably Pinot. What's the red version? There's red wine one. I feel they might have had a white wine one too, but I mean, he didn't choose that. So Spun Sugar. was worth
Yeah,
it.
that was good. I like that.
I also, and Avery didn't have this because I inhaled it. I had a cruffin from AY and Company Bakehouse.
Yeah, I had half of.
Oh, did you have a piece? Yeah, I did give you a piece. The pistachio.
Yeah.
It was a pistachio. There was like a custard kind of. They also, I think, do gluten-free. So, or no, vegan. So for anyone who doesn't know, a cruffin is when you stuff a croissanto into a muffin tin, and then these were filled. There were so many different flavors. First created in Melbourne in 2013. Yeah, so I've heard of them. Never had one. The filling was so good. I do like croissant. They had croissants too that looked beautiful, but the cruffin caught my eye. I think I was like across the aisle. I didn't even care about arrows and COVID. I just like the guy beeline for it, but then had to decide which type. And then possibly the most excited was meat. Well, I was most excited because I've never had these things, but as well was Meat Street Pies, which was created by a British pastry chef, and it showed.
Yeah.
Avery had a Cornish pasty, which also is protected. Is it a protected geographical statue? You know, the same thing I was talking about. I feel like I've used the words wrong, and I can't read my writing. So there's beef, potatoes. We couldn't tell if there was rutabaga or not, but it was delicious. Avery doesn't like turn up a rutabaga, so he didn't.
But I thought it was good. I've always wanted one.
Yeah.
And I saw it, so I really wanted to get it, and I'm glad I did.
So flaky.
It was. That pastry was so good. It almost outshined the filling that was inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
But I think the only thing that was missing for me would have been some brown sauce to dip it in.
Yeah,
go full British.
He would have used ketchup. We all know. But I was most excited for an Eccles cake. I've never had an Eccles cake. For anyone who knows, it's just like almost like mincemeat. There's like currants and like sugar and just in a pie, but it's called an Eccles cake. It's just like a little handheld pie. Also, it's not. It doesn't have a geographical protection. Even though it's based out of a place, so anyone can make them and call them that. But yeah, they tried. It didn't work. But I always see on Coronation Street at Roy's Rolls, they buy Eccles cakes. There's even a dog called Eccles. So I was super excited, and it did not disappoint. It might have been.
No, it didn't.
I can't say what the best thing we got was.
I thought, the Cornish pasty was good.
Yeah.
But the Eccles cake was so much better. I think the filling didn't outshine the pastry on that, but they were both like really good. Like
it kind of made the pastry like right against the pastry, almost that kind of like, I don't want to say soggy, that sounds bad, against the pastry feeling that I like, but it wasn't all the way through, just that little tiny bit where it touched the pastry, it didn't seep all the way through, and I like that a little bit, but then super flaky. I feel like saying it's soggy, that's not the right word. That sounds bad. That sounds like an insult.
No, definitely wasn't soggy.
No, that's not the right word, but a little bit like softer. Like it was kind of like
just starting to soak in because it was warm.
Yeah.
And she, the lady that was there at the counter with us, when we asked for the Eccles cake, she said, "Do you want a fresh one, like just out of the oven?" And of course, we had to.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I think I was just so excited.
So it was so good. Like I said, that pastry on there was top notch.
Yeah,
just so flaky and tender and delicious.
I should have bought another one. I gained 2 pounds this weekend. I don't know if I told you that. 2 pounds. We were there for 24 hours. Half of those were at farmers markets. Not even half those hours, but it was worth it. It was worth some extra. I didn't even exercise today. I was going to say worth some extra crunches, but
yeah, but it was so good. I was so glad we hit up those spots. We have some great foods coming up in the next couple weeks too,
including maybe dumplings, or we'll tell you about the dumplings.
But I'm looking forward to those dumplings. Buster ate them all on us, but I was glad I saw the Honest Dumplings there because I've seen them for a while. I've been on the webpage for the
Uproots Collective.
Yeah, because they have some awesome stuff. We have another item from them on next week's episode, or maybe the week after. We got a chocolate bar, which I'm super excited for.
Raw chocolate bar.
Yeah. It's in our freezer right now because that's where they told us to keep it so it'd stay fresh. When he gave it to us, it was out of the freezer as well. So I'm looking forward to that one. We have some other cool stuff.
I couldn't even wait for the episode to be over to pick at the crumbs there. I was waiting for this green onion.
What
cake
were some
since
of
I put it
your
down.
favorite? What was your favorite marshmallow? I'm going to tell you mine.
The bubble gum.
Yeah, I was going to say the bubble gum as well, followed by a close second on that chocolate chip mint.
But I feel like if we had the Earl Grey, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I'm just super excited right now. That if I had that first, we would have tasted that more. So, but yeah, sorry, what were you going to say?
Just the same thing almost. It's not that the other ones were horrible. Like,
oh no,
they were all delicious, but I don't know. I just thought that bubble gum was so much. It seemed almost had this like a 1% more airiness to it, that softness to it.
I don't know. The look of it was so cute.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe that was it. I eat with my eyes first, like a lot of people do, and it looked good. Like the raspberry one was good too.
Yeah. I was surprised by how raspberry it was.
Yeah, you're right, because there was a nice raspberry flavor in there.
Fresh it was.
Yeah.
Nothing was bad. The cinnamon in the chocolate stroop waffle, I want to say it was cinnamon. Yeah. The cheese, and I was like, vegan cheese. Like I didn't, like I love cheese, and I'm like, vegan, you can't, like, I had a bad attitude going in, but that was so good and creamy. And
we've had 2 good vegan cheeses lately too. That queso dip,
and I had one at a party a couple of months ago. Now I guess,
yeah,
the cashew one.
I know we're trying to have less meat here, so these vegan options are great.
Yeah, and that green onion cake.
Yeah, I was not disappointed by the green onion cake. That's one of the biggest things that I wanted to get in Edmonton. I'm glad I saw it at several different farmers markets. Yeah. I'm glad we got it. I was not disappointed at all.
They had some beautiful looking pasta, fresh pasta as well. That little was it called a rooster crown? It looked like orange and it was filled, but
yeah.
I assume there was egg in it. And I don't know. We had to cook that more, but a green onion cake just seemed more.
Well, even the dumplings were sort of like a brownish tinge. Like they reminded me of like a Southwest looking. If you were to think of a Southwest looking dumpling, that's what it looked like. And Buster will tell you all about it.
Yeah. I'm eating his food when he turns his back.
No, so you're eating your own cooking.
We make meat for him. It's not really that bad. It's just ground beef often, but
yeah. So
everything was super good. We've had some healthy things in the past. Part of it could be that we had a little less healthy things too. Yeah. That could be part of it, but the healthy things are good too. But
those marshmallows, everything was good. Everything was terrific. Again,
I feel
farmers
like
markets.
Yeah, I feel like a gift of like marshmallows for someone will be good.
Yeah, and I know we got gifts of marshmallows last Christmas from.
Thanks, Trevor.
Yeah.
Globe.
Trevor. He was on the British episode. Way back. What was that episode? 85 maybe. We're at episode 145 now. So he was on a while ago, but yeah, those marshmallows that he made.
They
were
delicious.
But I think these were a little bit a cut above those.
I feel like we should thank him for those with marshmallows, but nobody's getting those marshmallows. And I was like, oh, they're nut-free, egg-free. Russell could have them. He is not getting one single bit of that. I'll give him some marshmallows. No name from the bag. And he'll be just as happy, but yeah.
Yeah. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry about the mess up. We lost the internet for a minute. I had to go down and scramble, but thanks for sticking with us.
Mess hall. only we're in a room.
Yeah, so again, thanks for tuning in. Just do us a favor. Tell 2 friends about the podcast. Get 2 friends to listen. Yeah. And then maybe they can get 2 friends to listen, and they can get 2 friends.
Also, Calgary people, if you have, we really heard about the green onion pancakes and thought we should try those. If you know something Calgarian we should try at a farmer's market, let us know.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll
great.
try to go, yeah.
We always look for great stuff. So
Now I'm sugared up. I'm super excited. I cut Avery off like a dozen times.
yeah.
I think it's
So-
time to go to bed.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining in.
Thanks, guys.